Boys, this is the video all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I started talking about Trailblazer all the time on Twitch. And in this video in particular, I compared Relics 1 through 3. Couple of days after this video came out, Relics 1 and 3 were buffed. And now people keep on watching the video. YouTube keeps on serving this video, and they think that it's current and accurate information, but it is not, my friends. So today I wanted to make a new video with more wisdom, with more knowledge, and again, compare Relics 1 through 3. So if you'll join me, I would like to talk about Trailblazer, how we're gonna start, and the important decision of which relic you wanna take. All right, everybody, in the background today, I'm going to be training agility, but I'm gonna be using the method that is most efficient for getting the pet. And really quick before we start, the last time I asked you guys to check if you were subscribed, I literally got 167 subscribers in one day. I've never gotten something like that before, so please check if you've subscribed to the YouTube channel, boys. Thank you, I appreciate it. The conversation of Tier 1 relics. I'm going to assume that you've perhaps searched this video because you don't know much about Leagues mode, and so I'm going to try to give as a beginner-friendly perspective as I possibly can here. Trailblazer. It's going to start on October 28th, and it's a special game mode in old school RuneScape. A game mode that I am so excited for. It's the second version of its kind that has ever existed. The first one was an entire year ago, and I have been waiting for this to come out ever since. And one of the things that makes it fun is a system called Relics. Relics are, I like to just describe them as superpowers for your character as you play this special game mode where you get ×5 experience rates and it steadily increases it and whatnot. But relics are the real beauty of Leagues. The thing with relics is that they really make everyone unique from each other, because every time you choose a relic, you're making a huge choice because you're choosing to take one relic, but every time you do that, you actually have to choose out of 3, and you can never go back again. Once you choose one, you don't get the other 2 ever again. So it's a huge commitment, and you really want to know what you're doing when you pick each relic. So when you log into Trailblazer, by the way, all you have to do to log into Trailblazer is be playing your regular account and then world hop to the special Trailblazer worlds. You can do that down here in the logout button. There's a world switcher button right here, and you can just scroll through this list. Look for the worlds that are Trailblazer worlds. I'm assuming that they'll be pretty high numbered, and they'll probably have a green star next to them. That's what they were last time. They might not be green this time. I don't know yet. But once you log into Trailblazer, I'm assuming that you're gonna be met with a couple of interfaces. You'll choose your clothing style, and this isn't confirmed yet, but you're probably going to have to go through a tutorial that's gonna teach you how to unlock relics. The first thing you're gonna have to do is choose a relic right off the bat. You don't get to walk around or anything. You just have to have your choice ready to go. So that's why it's kind of cool to talk about it, to think about it before Trailblazer even begins. So let's talk about what the relics are. You've got 3 choices to make, and they're pretty difficult, to be honest, because they're all so strong. All right, so I just took the time here real quick to pull up a screenshot of what all the relics look like. I know they're pretty small on the screen, but this is a resource that you can find yourself if you want to see the pictures. I'll describe what they are in words as I keep running around on this penguin agility course. Relic 1, it's known as Endless Harvest. It's a really, really cool superpower that you get. If you choose Tier 1, Relic 1, whenever you chop a tree, whenever you fish, whenever you mine anything, it automatically gets sent to your bank, and it gets doubled. You even get experience for both of the logs, both of the ores, both of the fish that you get. So that's pretty powerful, especially when you consider you're an ironman. When I train smithing on my normal account, I just go to the Grand Exchange and buy a bunch of ore or bars or something. But in an Ironman mode, you have to get them yourself. So that's what makes this really important for Ironman accounts. Tier 1 Relic 2 is known as Production Master. Production Master is also super cool. Let's say that you wanted to fletch an entire inventory of maple longbow unstrung. You use your knife on the log, and then you wait. It's a really fun, I mean, it's a really good AFK activity, just training your fletching, right? If you have Production Master, if you did that same thing, once you fletch that first log, your entire inventory is done. And it doesn't just apply to fletching. Smithing, it's all kinds of crafting things, it's cooking, and there's a complete list in Jagex's release date trailer. It's a lot of things. It's making potions, it's cleaning herbs, which doesn't affect things that much, but it's a lot of stuff. And Relic 2 is so cool. Relic 3 is called Skilling Prodigy. This one's really unique. If you were to choose Relic 3 Skilling Prodigy and you were to open up your skills, every single skill in here, except for all of the combat ones, would have a plus 12 boost on all of them. That doesn't mean that you're starting the league with level 13 everything. It means that your base level is still level 1, but you have a boost of 12 on top of it. So the numerator is 12 higher than the denominator. A plus 12 boost is really good. It allows you to access content quickly, and even faster than you think. It's not like you start at level 13 woodcutting and have to train to level 15 to unlock oaks. It's more like you start at level 1, train to level 3, which takes like 2 logs, 3 logs, because of the natural ×5 experience boost that everyone gets in Trailblazer. After you chop like 4 logs, I know I keep changing the number, but when you chop a very low number of logs, you'll immediately have access to oaks just like that, and that's gonna make you progress very quickly. You'll unlock content very fast, and that's very important because the main goal of Trailblazer, everyone's goal, is to complete certain tasks. There's a big list of tasks, and the tasks are things like craft a ruby necklace, make a magic short bow, or something like that. So the faster you have high level skills, the more tasks you'll be able to do, and the faster you'll be able to do them. So you can see Relic 3 is also really powerful. So I've been really positive about every single one of the relics thus far, but which one's the best? Which one should you choose? Which one is going to give you the best chance at becoming one of the top tier players? Now this is where this video comes to life. This is the question that people have been debating for a very long time. And let me tell you, the arguments that have swirled around the WeSkillNow Discord every single day for the last couple of weeks are crazy. You can join the WeSkillNow Discord if you feel like hanging out with some people who will definitely help you on your journey. I've come up with some conclusions myself that other people will not agree with. That's totally fine. You can think what you want, but I'm just gonna present my ideas here. So let me tell you about my perspective as a guy who played Twisted League a lot. I played a ton of Twisted League, and I took a very unorthodox account build when I was playing Twisted League. One of the least popular relics was the auto bank relic, which lines up with this league. It's pertinent because this league also has an auto bank relic. I chose the auto bank relic back in Twisted League because I really wanted to AFK. I thought of League as a marathon, not a sprint, which I still do, by the way. And I thought that if I could auto bank everything I produced, that would be really easy to just play the game for a long time. And it was, and I had a great time. When Trailblazer was announced and they told us the first relics, I thought to myself, I'm taking the autobank one because it's even stronger this time. It doubles the resources. But then people started talking about Relic 2 and I thought, yeah, you've made some good points. I want to take Relic 2. And then a bunch of people started talking about Relic 3 and they were like, well, it's the fastest one and you'll be able to unlock tasks really fast. And I was like, okay, I'm a Relic 3 guy now. At the end of this video, I'll tell you which one I ended up with, okay? But I have been all 3 of these. So I'm not bashing anyone. I'm on all your teams. So let's talk about Relic 1. Sounds very attractive. To be able to click on a tree and just sit there, and you don't have to worry about dropping logs. You don't have to worry about banking logs at all. And you get tons of experience for it. It's great, honestly. And the same goes for fishing and mining. And if you take Relic 1, those 3 skills that it affects will be affected, but all the skills that are connected with those skills are also enhanced. So if you think about it, if you chop logs faster, you can train your fire making faster. You can train your fletching faster. You can train your construction faster. And that's all awesome. If you can train fishing faster, you can train your cooking faster. If you can produce food quickly, you can train your combat faster. If you can do mining faster, you can train rune crafting a little bit faster, but definitely smithing. So in my opinion, Relic 1's great. I think that it has a medium-ish level potency when it comes to early game. It's great to get fletching like right away, maybe make some GP selling those logs, those fletched bows to general stores and things like that. Generally, it's good to be able to produce those resources. It's great, and ×2 experience rates against other players that didn't pick Relic 1. So I classify that as like medium potency. Okay, let's talk about mid-game. Mid-game is when you've gotten all of your areas unlocked, your relics picked, and you're just kind of like working on edging out those next tasks. Your tasks that are like elite level and master level, things like that. You're like starting to work your way up to them. There's a few tasks with Relic 1 that you've got locked right up. Those would be getting 25 million experience in your fishing, your mining, and your woodcutting. You're gonna want to do that if you pick Relic 1. So be ready to AFK a lot to get 25 million experience in all of those. That seems like a really high number, but I promise, in Trailblazer, you're gonna have ×32 experience rates with Relic 1 doing those skills. It won't take that long. If you AFK a lot, if you have the opportunity to AFK a lot, you could probably knock all 3 of those out within a month. I honestly think that. And while you're on your way doing that, you'll have produced a whole bunch of materials as well. I would say medium game, mid-game, Relic 1 has, again, medium potency, because there's a couple of cool master level tasks right there, which I assume are master level, but it's not a lot. It's a couple of them that it gives you, but not a lot. And then let's talk late game, where you're really just looking for some points to squeeze out, some potential that you have. I'm actually gonna call Relic 1 low potency late game. That's how I'll describe it. Low potency late game. Because let's say you've already gotten 25 mil experience in all 3 of the skills. Well, every single moment that you spend mining, fishing, or woodcutting after you have 25 mil in all of the skills is kind of wasted time. There's no more points rewarded for getting above 25 million experience. We've had it confirmed by JMods that there's going to be no points, no tasks for getting above 25 mil experience in any skill. Not like how it was in Twisted League. This time it's different. It's actually a bit higher than ×32 against other relics. It's ×32 experience rates, but against other relics, it's more like ×40 because they don't have to spend any time banking or anything. So those are my thoughts on Relic 1. Obviously a great relic. Let's talk about Relic 2 though. Relic 2, we talked about auto-processing things in your inventory. So once you have big stacks of resources, you are going to bank standing is basically not going to be a thing for anyone that chose Relic 2. You're just gonna be able to process items so quickly. You have a big pile of fish in your bank to cook, bam, it's gonna be gone immediately. Big pile of logs, you're gonna be able to fletch through that. And what skills does that enhance? Your herbler, your smithing, your cooking, your fletching. And looking at it, that might actually be it. Training the skill itself is not the main purpose of picking Relic 2. The main purpose of Relic 2 is to not bank stand. It's to get your materials processed so that you can utilize them and get back to killing stuff. Pretty much is how it is. Did I not say crafting? All right, thanks. Are you serious? So Relic 2's got some cool stuff. As Iron Men, we have to produce all of our own food and things. So I'll just start talking about what I think the potency of Relic 2 is in each stage of the game. Early game, you're just starting out. I consider Relic 2 to have medium potency in early game. One of the reasons is that it'll be pretty quick to produce some of the needed GP early game if you're planning on using fletching to get your GP. But that's kind of a minor detail. In fact, early game, you're just gonna kind of be like doing things, and then you're gonna be like, oh wait, I've got Relic 2. That was kind of a boost. For example, you're doing sheep shearer, you grab your 20 wool, you bring it back to the loom, and like it does it in one take. I promise you, a bunch of people are gonna take Relic 2, and then they're gonna be like, wait a minute, because that's like the first thing that they're gonna do with it. And they're gonna be like, oh, that was awesome, okay. But you'll see the occasional like enhancement here and there. You'll be able to cook your food quickly and stuff like that. So I consider it medium potency. Mid-game, let's talk about mid-game. You're starting to stack up a few resources here and there. You're doing a little bit more Slayer, more PVM. Again, I'm calling this medium potency. You'll be able to process your things quickly, and it's gonna be fun and cool. Whatever, not much to report. Now let's talk about R2 late game. Now, unfortunately, I wish that this was the last thing that I was saying in the video, but I'm gonna keep it in order of what the relics are. Remember, late game, I called Relic 1 low potential. Relic 3, I'm gonna call it medium potential still. You're still just gonna be able to process everything that you get. And in late game, maybe you're stacking up a whole bunch of resources, and you'll just be able to process things very, very quickly at that point. So it just remains medium. It never becomes the shining star relic or anything. It just is there, and it's pretty cool the entire time you're playing the game. Now, let's talk about Relic 3, because Relic 3 kind of shakes things up a lot. Relic 3. Now, I've seen a lot of people lately talking about how great R3 is, and their reasons are: you start the game with plus 12, everything except for combat. But everything's plus 12, which means you're gonna be able to do tasks so fast. Let's say that one of the tasks is to smith yourself an iron full helmet. You're gonna be able to like mine 2 pieces of tin, then go mine your iron, then head to the furnace, and you'll be able to smith an iron full helmet within the first like 20 minutes, if that is a task. Whatever, that's just an example. But the fact that you can do this so quickly means that you've completed a task. And tasks are so important because tasks are the things that allow you to unlock areas, that allow you to unlock relics. And it's so important to run your way through unlocking all the relics, because once you get tier 6 relic completed, you also get the passive boost of all of your skills training ever gets multiplied by times 16. So the R3 argument is that you can rush so quickly through unlocking everything that you suddenly have access to your entire map and access to all of the relics, and suddenly everything you do is way more efficient than everybody. Now, I will admit, the first people who are going to unlock everything, get all their relics, get their full map, definitely are going to be Relic 3 players. But I think, and this is just an estimated timeline based on my Twisted League experience, I am going to assume right now that players who are gunning for Dragon Cup, the top 1% of players, and even a few more, Rune Cup players as well, I assume that they're going to have their entire map completed, all of their relics completed, within the first 7 to 10 days. Trailblazer is 2 months long. That means that Relic 1 and Relic 2 boys have 50 days now to catch up to the Relic 3 guys who perhaps got the full map completed within 3 or 4 days. You hear my bias coming out already. Let me talk about the potential in early, mid, and late game. R3, early game, massive potential. It is the best relic early game. Mid game, medium. Medium, because there's still a lot of content that you're getting boosted on. You're not level 99 everything, but you're kind of pretending that you are level 99 everything mid-game. Medium to high, so it's pretty good. Let's talk about late game. Not even late game, to be honest. This is the sad story of Relic 3. When you get to late game, your relic becomes completely useless. The maximum level that you can beat and have Relic 3 benefit you still is level 87 in any given skill. That said, a bunch of skills are actually going to stop receiving a benefit from Relic 3 earlier than level 87. Let's take the best case scenario. And for example, we'll use woodcutting to do it. So at level 87 woodcutting, you'll be pretending that you have level 99 woodcutting. And that's going to be the fastest that you're chopping ever, is at level 99. I see a big misconception is that a lot of people think, well, when I hit level 88 woodcutting, it's going to be like I'm level 100 woodcutting. But I have to tell you, in every single gathering skill, if you go above 99, it doesn't actually affect your gather rate. So level 87 is the max benefit that you receive. There are cases where you can go above level 99 and receive a benefit from it, but those are from invisible boosts from areas, such as the Mining Guild and the Woodcutting Guild. And the Woodcutting Guild you don't even have access to in Trailblazer, but it's just an example. Significantly worse at 87 and almost useless at 99, it's the end of its efficiency at 87. So that's true for all the gathering skills. In other skills, it becomes useless earlier, depending on your training method. Suddenly, you have these level 87 skills that are behaving like they're 99, but you're not level 99 yet. And one of the important tasks in Trailblazer is to get level 99 in order to earn some points. So you're going to be level 87, but you're still going to have to get level 99 just like everyone else in order to complete those tasks anyway. So it's not like you can buy the cape early or get the points earlier than everyone. So when you hear people say, it takes 1/3 of the experience to get level 99 if you choose Relic 3, you'll hear that. It's not really the case. So that's why I say late game, Relic 3 has no potential. It actually doesn't help you at all. It's all about having a strong start. If you're a player who's planning to put a lot of hours in, the only relic that really has some good potential, if you played an infinite amount of time, is Relic 2. The longer amount of time that you have to play, the more likely it is that you're supposed to take Relic 2. Now let's say that you're a normal person. You have a job, you're married, maybe you have kids, you're playing Trailblazer for the heck of it. In my opinion, take Relic 3. It's gonna blast you through everything, and it's gonna be so fun. It's not a bad relic by any means, but Relic 2 eventually comes out on top if you know Life Trailblazer like crazy. So we have had a long discussion, and I hope that it helped you really think about your relic choice, but I didn't give you the answer to what relic is WeSkillNow choosing. I have a job where I'm working from home, and I'm able to put a lot of AFK time into my account. For that reason, I am choosing to go with a Relic 2 for Trailblazer. And perhaps you saw that bias came out throughout the entire video, but hey, that's the answer. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned anything, please help me out. Hit the like button. Thank you so much. There are so many other opportunities for you to engage with this community here. There's a whole bunch of people that I'm gathering around myself who are really, really interested in Trailblazer. One way for you to have access to them is to join my Discord server. Another one is to subscribe or join the r/WeSkillNow subreddit. There's over 300 people there, and there's a ton of awesome resources there. Hey, maybe you wanted to be part of this conversation live when it happened on Twitch right now. Chat's here. There they are. You can totally follow me on Twitch too. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. Hey, in the end, we're all just gonna choose the relic that we want. And it's gonna be a fun time, and Trailblazer's gonna be fun no matter what. They did a good job of balancing the relics to make them all at least attractive and potentially competitive. So no guilt in choosing whatever relic that you want. All right, guys, have a great one. Go kill it in Trailblazer. We'll see you later. Today I got up at 6 in order to do some work before going to this work, which is more of a hobby actually. And I appreciate you guys like supporting it and being here. That's so awesome. Thank you.